May 15th, take risks. Take a risk. Take a chance. We do not have to indulge in obviously foolhardily or self defeated risks, but we can allow ourselves to take positive risks in recovery. We cannot afford to keep ourselves paralyzed. We do not have to keep ourselves stymied and trapped out of fear of making a mistake or failing. Naturally, we will make mistakes and fail from time to time. That's part of being fully alive. There are no guarantees. If we are waiting for guaranteed courses of action, we may spend much of our time waiting. We do not have to shame ourselves or accept shame from anyone else, even those in recovery, for making mistakes. The goal of recovery is not to live life perfectly. The goal of recovery is to live, learn our lessons, and make overall progress. Take a risk. Do not always wait for a guarantee. We don't have to listen to, "I told you so." Dust yourself off after a mistake and then move on to the success. God, help me begin to take healthy risks. Help me let go of my fear of failure, and help me to let go of my fear of success. Help me let go of my fear of fully living my life, and help me to start experiencing all parts of this journey. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is the language of letting go. And it's funny, being a gamer of sorts, when I think of that, I think of certain levels and certain games that I have this. It's a game, but there's a fear that builds up in certain games, and it doesn't allow you to progress past a certain point. There might be a boss at the end that I know I'm gonna have a hard time defeating. I'm gonna die a bunch of times, and so I might evade, try to really try to find all the secrets in that level before I get to the boss. I'm gonna see how fast I can get through this level before I get to the boss. I'm gonna do that over and over again instead, or whatever. There's certain ways of even playing the game to evade playing the game, which is kind of crazy, but we kind of do that same thing in life sometimes, or at least I do. But I've learned that as much as I'm a thinker and I try to plan everything out, and I try to have like this completely constructed path that I'm going to follow, it rarely works out that way. And I've learned, I just have to jump in and do it sometimes. I can't think my way to the end. I have to act. I have to be of action. My sponsor says often, we're no longer philosophers, we're practitioners. And so I put that to the test all the time, and I do make mistakes and things do happen in consequence, but I learn from them instead. And then I try again. I get up and I try again. I get up and I try again, just like in that video game. And eventually I beat that boss, and eventually I have to face another one, and the more I do that, the less fearful I am of these bosses. And then the final boss is like just another boss, it's just another end level. It's just another hard day at work. I might have some obstacles, but I'm going to overcome them. I might not do it as fast as I'd like. It might not be pretty, but I'm going to get through it. And although not perfect, progress. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.